In a quiet neighborhood, an entire family vanished without a trace. No screams, no signs of forced entry, nothing to hint that something was wrong. The house was perfectly tidy, too tidy. Hours later, the husband appeared on camera, calm and collected, asking for his wife and children. But while the world listened, the truth was going in a completely different direction. This isn't a story about a stranger. It's about a man who seemed completely ordinary, until one night he ended everything. Welcome to Hidden Truths, where we reveal real-life stories full of mystery, suspense, and shocking truths. We post 3 new stories every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. Watch carefully and enjoy the suspense. In a quiet neighborhood in the city of Frederick, Colorado, life appeared calm in a way that could easily deceive the eye. Clean streets, identical houses, and families that seemed to be living the simple American dream. Within this calm lived the Watts family. Chris Watts, a quiet man working in the energy sector. His wife Shanann, an energetic woman known for her strong presence on social media, and their 2 young daughters, Bella and Celeste. From the outside, their life looked perfect. Shanann shared details of her daily life, moments of laughter, hugs, and the simple routines of family life. But behind these images, there were tensions invisible to her followers. Marital conflicts, financial pressures, and an emotional distance that slowly grew, quietly, without anyone clearly noticing. On a night in August 2018, Shanann returned home after a short business trip. It was late and the house was completely silent. The following morning, Shanann did not answer her friends' calls, nor did she show up for an appointment she had been looking forward to. This absence was not like her. Anxiety began to spread quickly, as if something unseen was pressing heavily on the chest. Only hours later, the police stood at the door of the Watts family home. Chris opened the door with unsettling calm. He appeared cooperative, slightly confused, but he did not show the panic one would expect from a husband whose wife and children had suddenly disappeared. The house was strangely tidy. There were no signs of forced entry, no chaos, only a heavy silence. Shortly afterward, Chris stood in front of news cameras. He spoke about his wife with a faint smile, asked for her return, and said he missed his children. But something in his words, in the movements of his hands, and in his gaze felt unconvincing. It was as if he were playing a role, not living a tragedy. The investigation began to take a deeper turn. Inside the house, investigators noticed small but troubling details. The phone, the keys, the purse, all items left behind. Shanann would never have left without them. Then came the detail that changed everything: a neighbor's security camera. The footage showed Chris early in the morning, loading items into his car alone. There was no sign of his wife nor of his daughters. The scene was not explicit, but it was enough to plant deep suspicion. With every new question, Chris's stories began to change, contradict themselves, and lose their coherence. Under the pressure of the investigation, another truth emerged. Chris had not been living just one life. There was a secret relationship with another woman, a relationship that opened the door to a different life, free of responsibilities and family pressures. With this discovery, the motive began to take shape, even if it remained terrifying. In the interrogation room, after long hours, Chris finally broke. He gradually confessed to what he had done. After his wife Shanann Watts returned home at night from a work trip, a heated argument broke out between them about their troubled relationship, his infidelity, and the future of their marriage. In that moment, Chris made his final decision. Chris strangled his wife with his own hands inside the bedroom. He did not use a weapon, and there were no signs of forced entry. The crime occurred in complete silence within the home. After Shanann was killed, their 2 daughters, Bella and Celeste, were still alive. Chris placed his wife's body in his car and took the 2 girls with him to his workplace at an oil company. There, he killed the daughters in a similar manner. He then disposed of the bodies in oil tanks in a nearby location, attempting to conceal the crime. He admitted that the family that appeared perfect to the world had ended at the hands of the very person who was supposed to protect them. The confession was not loud or emotional. It was calm, cold, as if he were speaking about a story that did not belong to him. The case shocked America, not only because of the crime itself, but because of its apparent simplicity, and because of the quiet face that had hidden so much darkness behind it. How could someone who seemed so ordinary commit such an act? This question echoed for a long time, across the media and in the minds of the public. In the end, the sentence was delivered: life in prison without the possibility of parole. No ending could restore what was lost, and no verdict could truly ease the weight of the story. The images of the house, the quiet neighborhood, and the old smiles remained as silent witnesses to a truth that feels deeply unsettling, that evil does not always arrive with frightening features, but sometimes wears a very familiar face. This story was not only about a crime, but about the illusion of a perfect life and the secrets that can hide behind closed doors in the quietest of places.